25. The first came out red, all over like in hairy garment.
Right, now you got these guys on Facebook having this picture of this kind of Judite looking guy. He has a reddish beard and his skin is like a light skinned type of reddish. And they're talking about that's Esau, and Esau's not the so-called white man. And my son, when I had a son, my son was light skinned, man, and he had no red on him. All right, when he first was born, he had no type of red on him, and my son is a very light, he has his mother's complexion, all right? So when Esau came out, his skin was red, all right? Not his hairs and everything else, his skin was red, all right? Go ahead.
And they called his name Esau.
Because his name Esau in Hebrew is Ishawah, which means he is wasted, all right? Because his pigmentation, his flesh was wasted white. All right, he had no pigment in the skin. Go ahead.
And after that, came out his brother and took his hand and took his hand took hold on Esau.
Right, on his heel, which is symbolic.
On Esau's heel.
It was basically symbolic, man. So Esau's gonna come into the beginning of the world ruling, and Jacob's gonna rule after him. All right, go ahead.
And his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 70 years old.
Which in the Hebrew is Yaquab, all right, which means supplanter. Because Esau said, isn't his name rightfully so?
Yeah.
Which means supplanter, all right? Go ahead.
And Isaac was 70 years old when she bare them.
Right, why ain't they described Jacob's complexion? Does Jacob look like everybody else on earth, right? You only gonna describe something that's abnormal, all right? You're only gonna give a description that's something that you're not used to. If I say, yeah, man, this woman was bad, man, but she had one eye. Because you're so used to women having two eyes. Why did I say she had one eye? Because you're not used to that. So they described Esau all his details because they was not used to that. They never seen nobody like that before. That's why they gave him all his descriptions like that, all right?
You had said earlier, basically Esau like a big ass kid, man. If they can't have it, nobody can. This is Psalms 10, verse 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved.
Yeah, I shall not be moved. What? He shall not be moved from his kingdom. All right, his throne. Go ahead.
For I shall never be in adversity. That's into it. Basically, Esau don't expect to fucking be at the lowest of the low, that down ass slave type position, man. Because he said, I shall never be in adversity, like the children of Israel, and like everybody else they fucking over around the world. Because we was talking about it yesterday, man. Esau is the fucking head of fucking the whole earth right now. Because why? You gotta conform his ways to do anything. You got motherfuckers in Japan, fucking they ain't wearing fucking kimonos or whatever the fuck they were. Right. Anybody that's well-to-do or of any type of position of authority or power, they got fucking suits and ties on.
That's right.
And the brother also said, you want to be a pilot, you got to speak English.
Yeah, you got to know how to speak English. That's the international language to be a pilot, to pilot an airplane. Hey, recently, a little Native American little girl, man, I believe she was down in Florida, got suspended from school for speaking her native language in the classroom. Got suspended from school, man.
Yeah, they'll do that. Cause when I was in Tennessee, I was in the 6th grade. I went to school with a whole bunch of Israelites, and the teacher actually snapped on the whole class because the whole class I was in was Israelites, and they said, "Hey, stop it! You're supposed to be speaking Spanish here. You're here to learn English." And I'm like, "Whoa, what?" They said, and they was talking to each other in Spanish, and they said, "You're not here to speak Spanish. You're here to learn English." Yeah. And my teacher was a so-called Edomite.
That's right. Hey, they did that once before. They did that to the Native Americans, man. When they sent them off to boarding schools and shit, man, and they stripped them of their language. They cut their hairs or all them fucking crew cuts and shit. Because some of the Native Americans, man, didn't you know, it was a spiritual thing for them to keep their hair. But they cut their hair, man. They stripped them of their language, man. That's pushing that philosophy, that American philosophy on them.
Yep. Hey, that's why in the school system you have one of the main requirements to pass is English.
Yeah.
All right. Why is it not? Matter of fact, it's history and English. They have one Spanish class that you only have to take for 1 year.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And you know what?
Don't have to study it nowhere else.
That's the push that that America is gonna make it philosophy, because they think that. Because it actually works, man. Because Issachar actually think that they got next, man. You know,
it's not even Spanish. It's any language, actually. Now, they changed it. Matter of fact, it was Spanish when I was in 9th grade.
Yeah.
Now, when I hit 10th grade, they had changed it. Now, it can be any language. You don't have to be Spanish no more. Any language any foreign language you know. So it could be French,
anything the school
anything that the schools offer, basically. It doesn't have to be Spanish.
Or French.
It was Spanish when I was in freshman, but they had changed the year after. Now it could be any, because I remember I was taking Spanish classes in 9th grade, but when I hit 10th, I had to take a French class because I didn't finish the Spanish. I was like, why can't I just learn Spanish? Is it because they changed? It could be any language.
Which at the end of the day, they Edomites.
Right,
anyway,
yeah, it's all right.
So even if you're not learning English, if you're learning French or you're learning Spanish, you're learning a branch of fucking some shit that's from the Edomites, from Esau. Alright? Anybody got something?
Yeah, this is that one, going back to what we were talking about earlier about the law. About the food with Esau, how he lock up the dumpsters.
Come on, brother, go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 11. It says, and the 6th year thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still.
That's right. See, that's a land Sabbath, man. Esau is not obeying no laws of the scriptures, man. Okay, that's why he's exhausted the land, man. That's why he comes up and he's in his lab. Somebody drew a cartoon on social media and shit, got 2 posters and shit, and he's mixing up GMOs, man, slicing genes and shit, man. This big, because that's why the brother had said earlier, man, we already in that famine, man. You know, the ground is cursed to his ass, man. If one of you brothers can get that in Genesis, the ground is cursed to him, man. He can't grow shit. He comes up with that GMO shit, man, because this land is in a famine.
Yeah, and also that they said Ezekiel says, "But the curse have devoured the earth."
Go ahead.
He says that the poor of thy people may eat, and what they leave, the beasts of the field shall eat.
Yeah, see, because you're supposed to leave. You're supposed to leave something, man. It says Ezekiel, man. He said if the grape gleaners came and stole the grape, wouldn't they leave some? This motherfucker, he ain't leaving shit, man. He's going, bro. If he cook a banquet meal and you thinking you gonna walk out of there with trays of food, bullshit. You walk out of there with the food that plate that you got. That's it, man. Walk out, because we destroying the rest of this, man. You're not gonna live. That's a slave mentality, man. Because when it was in slavery, they would cook big meals and shit, man. But you didn't get none of that, man. They gave your ass the scraps. They gave you the bullshit, the guts and shit, man. That's how they came up with fucking chitlins. Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish. It says, in like manner, thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. That's it.
Come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 10. I'm gonna start at verse 1. 2 is the point. It say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
And that's a grievance, man, to throw away food that's actually practically still good, man.
And all these restaurants do it.
All of them do it, bro. Grocery stores too, man. Because the grocery stores are ran by the fucking Arabs, man. They gave them, guess what? And for them, they'll revoke their fucking visa if they don't fucking do it, man. I was at the store you hit me to, Value Mart, Fresh Value Mart, and I was talking to the Issacharite butcher, and he was telling me, he said, man, the meat that they sell, the meat is good. He said, but man, they basically marking this shit up a little more than what it is supposed to be. He said, man, these guys are, and he talking about his boss. I was just like, no, I said, no, don't worry about me. I have to pay what I pay. He said, but meat is good. I could cut whatever type of what you want. But he said, man, the prices it's been hiked up, man. Because that's them unrighteous decrees. Go ahead.
It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah. You know, hey, but you know, we was the fatherless, but now the Most High, Abba is turning back to his children. You know, starting with Abba Bivens.
That's right.
You know, who he should turn the hearts of the people back to the Father, basically.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that would mean your biological father, man. You know, the elders, our apostles, actually are our spiritual fathers, man. You know, because you would take heed. You know, it's even in movies, man. You know, even some of them Chinese movies, when their kids would come to a certain age, man, and they said, "Father, I want to learn more." He said, "Well, I can't teach you more." They would send them off to a master. You know what I'm saying? Let him finish teaching his son, man. You know, because he was skilled in it, man. So basically, that's just like us. Our biological fathers raised us up the best they could do. If for some that had fathers, and guess what? Through the Spirit, the Lord allowed us to run across the elders, man. Mm-hmm. And they finished our training, man.
Which stem from Abba Bivens.
Gone.
You know what I'm saying? Who really started to turn Israel back to the Most High. Man.
That's right, brother. Khan.
Through him and the men that came up under him. Mainly the apostles and elders of Great Millstone.
That's right.
You know. Anybody have something?
This is Leviticus 19:10. He says, "And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor."
Hey, that was a law, man.
Yep.
Because, hey, man, if you're in a city where everybody eating, shouldn't nobody be going home? If you're in a city where 90% of the people eat every day, there shouldn't be nobody going home. Because everybody got food.
That's right.
But America being how selfish it is, and how selfish people are in America, they don't think about the poor. Hey, you actually got people, Jake walked past, broke down people in downtown Chicago and cursed them out because they poor, man.
Yeah, kind of.
Because they asking for food. And that's your people, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but like the scriptures say, hey, the eye shall be evil towards thy brother, man.
That's right.
You know? Go ahead.
It's like he says, "And strangers, I am the Lord your power." That's it to the
Time, man.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Job 24. I'll start from 2. Job 24:2. Some remove away the landmarks. They violently take away flocks and feed thereof. They drive away the ass of the fatherless.
Hey, it's a law that said remove not thy neighbor's landmark, man.
That's right.
What did Esau do when he came over into the Americas? Push the Indians out of their villages. The so-called Indians.
Yeah.
The Native Americans.
Yeah.
They pushed them out of their villages, man. They told them you gonna go where we want, and gave them the shittiest land they could find. Man.
That's right.
The land where it wasn't no fresh water flowing through. Man. Land where they had to go miles to get to a lake. So they started that redlining way back with Gad, man.
That's right.
It just became redlining when Jake got here, and when Jake started getting to where he was buying properties. But that's when they got the name redlining. But they started that back with Gad, man.
That's right, brother.
We're gonna give you the shitty portion of the land, and we're gonna take the milk and honey, man. Go ahead.
They drive away the ass of the fatherless. They take the widow's ox for a pledge. They turn the needy out of the way, and the poor of the earth, they hide themselves together. Behold, as a wild ass.
How do they turn the needy out of the way, man? By giving them philosophy, man. By giving them bullshit philosophy that ain't gonna deliver them from nothing. Philosophy and politics You know, but politics is another philosophy.
That's right.
Because people get into politics. You got niggas they used to have a shopping center out here called the Village. And every weekend it would be a group of old men. They used to sit around and talk about politics. Every weekend, man. Faithful. Go ahead.
The poor of the earth hide themselves together. Behold, and the way the poor hide themselves together is what? Here in the ghettos. Jake had themselves together in the dumps they in, you know?
Right. That's right.
Behold, as a wild ass, the desert goeth they forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey.
Hey, all of Gary is a ghetto, man. And guess who all here, man? It's predominantly Southern Kingdom Jake, man. That live in Gary. It's an abandoned house on every goddamn street in Gary. I haven't rolled down the street and not saw an abandoned house, man. I'm not gonna say it's an abandoned house on every street, but I haven't seen one without one. It's some blocks out here. The whole block abandoned, but one house.
That's right.
And then the mayor promised, oh, well, we're going to knock down all those houses. This bitch knocked down 10 houses. Half the damn city abandoned.
Right. Which is what, 52 streets? 52 streets.
Hey, the city's so fucking poor, man. Yeah. They can't even buy all the police officers new cars. Some of them riding around in these vehicles. Some of them riding around in fucking, what's up?
Interceptors.
The Crown Victorias.
They go forth to their work, rising betimes for a prey. The wilderness yield food for them and for their children. They reap everyone his corn in the field. They gather vintage of the wicked. They cause the naked to lounge without clothing. They have no covering in the cold.
Man, bro, hey, they don't do shit for the poor, man. So what do they do for the poor in America? What plans do they have? Hey, they open up, half the city fucking homeless. Hey, they got in California, they got what's called Skid Row. They got whole fucking damn near neighborhoods of homeless people, man. Living under tarps. And you know what? They got all those fucking LA. They got all those fucking rich ass cities in California, but they got the poorest. Also got the poorest little tent city out there too, man. How the fuck is all that money circulating? But ain't nobody them people ain't getting fed, man.
They going so far as to make it against the law to be homeless now out there. They building in parts where they sleeping. They building like spikes and shit so they can't sleep there. Now they was doing that before they trying to pass the legislation where they making it where you can't be homeless. Like motherfuckers homeless, they either gonna start just locking their ass up.
Hey man, this group of devils built this Jake a little small house to chill in. You know, they took the fucking house and arrested him, man. Pulled him out the house and fucking took it, man. It's wickedness, man. But this is the land of the fucking free, man.
They took it because they weren't paying property taxes.
Yeah.
He found a loophole, actually. Is that the same one? He found a loophole where he could squatters' rights or something. And it was a real nice house. And people was like, they're like, man, what the fuck? Like all the white people around there, they're like, man, fuck that, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, it's like that's their unrighteous decrees, man. Because the squatters' rights used to be in effect. But he done away with his own fucking constitution, man. So man, all that shit is done away with, man. He's gonna find a way. He's gonna find a way, man, to do away with all his own fucking laws, man. That's why the scripture says, man, Satan's kingdom is divided against itself. how can it stand? It can't stand, man. Because this nigga's the fucking devil, man.
Because it's always changing.
It's always changing, come. And I forgot what you call that.
That's against the scriptures.
Yeah,
Meddle
that's
not
right.
with them that are given the change.
That's right,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, that's right.
And then, you got people that gotta be homeless because you got fucking landlords and apartments that won't let your couple, won't let your family members stay with you.
Yeah,
You gotta go up
yeah.
on your rent if your family members. What the fuck is that? Does that matter if my family member stays with me in my house? If I'm giving you rent already.
Yeah, I mean,
If anything, you would go up on the rent a little bit, but what the fuck, man?
no, you don't. No, you.
I mean, I understand.
Why would you go up on the rent?
Go up on the rent for what?
It's the same amount of bedrooms, man.
Exactly. It's not like
It's
they're
not like you
doing
gotta
it.
build another bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the same amount of bedrooms you was
Yeah.
paying for anyway.
What the fuck? I paid for the lights already. What the fuck? Shit. Hey.
They have sections of it, and you know what? And they doing all of that for census,
Yeah, yeah.
so they can turn it in to the government.
Yeah.
So the government